subscribe, please click the like button, share and subscribe. It's free.
So we cannot even tell the court whether the exhibits that were collected, especially the bullets, were they all the full metal jackets mixed with the same complete metal jackets, or were only the complete metal jackets?
Okwazi ukuchaza ukuthi inhlamvu ezasetshenziswa ama-full metal jacket noma complete metal jacket.
That I'll be able to tell the court because it will not be speculation. It will be based on what I have personally seen.
Yes, can you please tell the court? The ammunition that was collected by Lieutenant Colonel Mangena from Cleveland Police Station, were they full metal jackets or complete metal jackets?
Colonel Mangena Cleveland. Full metal jacket, complete metal jacket.
No, what I'm referring to when I say about...
No, I understood that. This is the follow-up question.
No, I want to clarify my answer.
All right.
So that it is placed in the correct context. When I refer to things that I have seen, I'm referring to the bullets that I compared under the microscope. I'm not making any reference to ammunition that was collected by Mangena or any other person. Because I did not see that ammunition.
And this court was told that if it's Colonel rule officer or an officer rule officer, I'm not sure about their rank, but when he conducted the test, he was using a full metal jacket.
So warrant officer noma uKenneth wathi mehlola wayesebenzisa full metal jacket.
I hear that.
The question from an expert or an analyst like you, if he was conducting a test on a full metal jacket, he cannot use the complete metal jacket.
Full metal jacket, complete metal jacket.
Can you use the testing ammunition or bullets? Let me just be practical and say, if Rudolfse conducted tests on a full metal jacket, can he further take complete metal jackets to do further tests?
Uma ke uRudolph ehlole inhlamvu full metal jacket, awazi ukuthi aqhubeke ngokuhlola esebenzisa ama complete metal jacket.
That will depend on the scope of what he's doing.
Kuzonika ekutheni indima enikwe ingakanani.
Doing a comparison with another exhibit on record, and the exhibit is of a different material, he will have to fire more tests with the material that is as close as possible to the material on the exhibit.
Exhibit anayo eyakwengesibethise uma ukuthi ke ufuna ukuthola ke umphumela ongcono ufanele adubule ezama ukusebenzisa ke inhlamvu yenziwe ngensimbi esondelene kulolu hlobo lwensimbi yakhe ngayo i-exhibit inhlamvu ye-exhibit.
Even our procedure is very clear that you must use the material which is as close as possible
inqubo yethu isho njalo ukuthi ufanele uzame ukusebenzisa-ke uhlobo lwenhlamvu olusondelene kakhulu mayelana nensimbi-ke eyakhwe ngayo nalena insimbi esekule bullet le ezohlolwa
as close as possible to the exhibit.
kuthiwa ayisondele kakhulu ngohlobo lwayo kule nhlamvu-ke ye-exhibit.
That is why we have a minimum threshold. The minimum is two test fires.
Yikho-ke sinesilinganiso esincane esisetshenziswayo ukuthi kufanele ube udubule kabili ungadubuli kanye kuphela.
But we don't have the maximum.
Kodwa-ke asinaso isilinganiselo sangaphezulu la kuthiwa khona kunqunywa khona ukuthi ungaqhubeki kwecele ngale kwaso.
In your case, you reviewed or you verified the work done by Lieutenant Colonel Mangena on bullet number 8 and bullet number 4. Correct?
Wena-ke wenza wahlola umsebenzi wenziwa u-Lieutenant Colonel Mangena ukusebenzisa-ke inhlamvu number 8 na number 4.
The comparison that I did was between the exhibit bullet, which is marked with the lab number, and additionally A2. That was compared with the tests marked 369 TB4 and 369 TB8.
Mina umsebenzi engawenza-ke ngawenza ngale exhibit ngale nhlamvu exhibit engayithola ethi umethola inamba yayo yaselab igcina ngo-A2 ngiqhathanisa-ke nalezi zinhlamvu ezama-test ezadutshulwa ezazine-nombolo ezu-369 TB4 no-369 TB8.
So with regards to 369 TB8, you said it was a full metal jacket.
Uthe-ke le nhlamvu-ke u-369 TB8 yayi-full metal jacket.
That is correct, my lord.
Yebo kunjalo.
And the 369 TB4 was this CMJ, the complete metal jacket.
Before you know CMJ.
That is correct, my lord.
So the test bullets that was used by Colonel Mangena was TB5 and TB9.
Manje-ke inhlamvu yokuthesta izinhlamvu abathesta ngazo akhathamisa ngazo u-Lieutenant Colonel Mangena kwakuwu-TB5 no-TB9.
I hear that.
Ngiyakuzwa.
Were they, which one was a full metal jacket between the two?
Yiphi yayi-full metal jacket yiphi yayo olunye uhlobo?
Is it in respect of Mangena's tests?
Yes.
Kusho-ke mayelana nokuhlola okwenziwa uMangena.
I do not know. I cannot say with certainty because those tests were fired by Mangena.
Hayi angeke ngikwazi ukutshela ukuthi kwakuyiziphi inhlobo ngoba owadubulayo la ma-tests kwakuwu-Lieutenant Colonel Mangena.
So your verification was only limited to 2 sets of bullets.
Kusho-ke wena-ke ukwenza kwakubhekeneke nezinhlamvu ezimbili kuphela.
For verification purposes, I use TB4 and TB8.
Ukuthi ngiletheke ngibukeze ngasebenzisa u-TB4 no-TB8.
But the examination by Mangena was not only related to TB4 and TB8.
Mangena
There were further
asebenzisa
tests.
u-TB4 no-TB8.
There were further tests that were conducted by Mangena.
Awaqhubeka wahlola-ke nakwezinye.
That
So
is correct.
your focus was mainly on 369 TB8 and TB4.
Kusho ukuthi-ke wena waqonda ngqo kulezi nhlamvu ezimbili TB4 no-TB8.
What I can say is that when Mangena handed the tests and the exhibits to me, he gave me everything. That is from TB1, I think, up to TB10.
Wangena-ke engaphawula ukuthi wanginika zonke iy'nhlamvu mese ukuthi ngiyozihlola wanginika ngicabanga ukuthi kwakusuka lapha ku-TB1 kuyofika ku-TB10.
And I had the opportunity to look through all of them from 1 up to 10.
Ngakwazi-ke ukuthi ngizibuke zonke ukusuka kweyekuqala ngiyofika kweyeshumi.
My apologies, I think I might not be accurate with the total number of tests, my lord.
Hayi mhlambe-ke ngeke kunephutha lokuthi zazingakho lezi iy'nhlamvu.
But there were several tests which were no less than 8.
Kodwa-ke engikhumbulayo ukuthi lezi iy'nhlamvu lezi zazingekho ngaphansi kwesishiyagalombili.
But my question is, when I ask you about TB5 and TB9, you could not give me an answer whether were they full metal jackets when they were tested or not.
Engibuza yona ukuthi ngathi wena uzangikwazi ukungitshela ukuthi ku-TB5 no-TB9 kwakuyiziphi iy'nhlobo noma full metal jacket noma ungeyona.
It is because I did not record what each and every test, the type of each and every test, because it is not required.
Angeke ngibhale phansi ukuthi kwakuyiziphi iy'nhlobo engangizibhale ngoba kona akudingeki.
But what I can say is that TB4 is CMJ and TB8 is FMJ.
Engakusho u-TB4 u-CMJ, u-TB8 u-FMJ.
So you did not have your diary to record whatever that you were verifying.
Usho ukuthi ungenadlala yakho ukuthi ubhale phansi ukuthi wawenzani.
There's a minimum amount of information that is prescribed to be populated in the worksheets that we use.
Khona-ke ulwazi olufanele ulubhale usigcwalise lapha kulamasheet esiwasebenzisayo.
So proceed.
If there are no boundaries or parameters, you will end up recording each and every detail to an extent where your case file can go up to 1,000 pages.
Manje uma ingekho imizele ukuthi yini oyibhalayo lapha ungabhala into eningi ugcine-ke ubhale umqulu wenkulungwane yamakhasi.
Yes. You concluded that there was a positive matching in relation to the test that you have verified.
Wena ugcina ngokuthi uthatha isinqumo sokuthi kukhona kufanana phakathi kwalama-test la owawahlola.
And your evidence is mainly about TB4 and TB8.
Usho ukuthi-ke ukuhlola kwakho-ke kuzinzela ku-TB4 no-TB8.
Although I went through all the other tests, I decided to select TB4 and TB8.
Noma-ke ngizibuke zonke lezi nhlamvu ngiqoke ukuthatha u-TB4 no-TB8.
As they will represent the rest of other tests.
Nokuthi-ke hhayi lezo ngizomela wonke amanye ama-test.
Because they have a common origin.
Ngoba zonke-ke lezi nhlamvu elentweni eyodwa.
They were all test fired in a single firearm.
Ngoba zonke lezi nhlamvu zadutshulwa ngethuluzi elilodwa kwisibhamu esisodwa.
So I'm entitled to select the representatives.
Manje nginemvume ukuthi ngikhethe la engibona ukuthi ngingasebenza.
And use them for identification purposes.
Ngisebenzise lezi nhlamvu ukuthi ngikwazi ukuthi ngikhombise-ke ukuthi yiziphi.
That was on the 23rd of July 2020, correct?
You mean the date again?
The 23rd of July 2020.
Ngomhla 23 July 2020.
That is correct, my lord.
Yebo kunjani.
That was 6 years after the incident that happened on the 26th of October 2014.
Sithupha seminyaka emva kosuku lesigameko kwawumhla 27 ku-October 2014.
I hear that.
So these officers I don't know their ranks, but I was told it's Feljun, Feser, and Tini.
Please repeat the question.
I'm saying I don't know their ranks, but the state mentioned that there is Feljun,
Angiwazi amareka abo kodwa-ke kuthiwe kukhona uFelion
Feser,
noFesel
and Tini.
noNtini.
Are you aware that they also conducted verifications?
Uyazi yini ukuthi nabo babukeze?
I'm not aware, my lord.
Angikwazi lokho.
The court has also ordered that they should be called.
Inkantolo-ke isikhiphe isicelo sokuthi nabo ababizwe
As Section 186 witnesses.
njengoba-ke ufakazi ba-section 186.
So, in your answer, are you saying you are not aware if they also verified the work of Mangena?
Manje wena ufazi bakho ukuthi awazi ukuthi nabo babukeze umsebenzi kaMangena.
I'm not aware, as I did this verification independently by myself.
Hayi mina angikwazi lokho ngoba mina ngenza umsebenzi ngingedwa.
I'm not aware if there's some other people who participated as well.
Hayi mina ngazi nokuthi mhlawumbe kukhona yini abanye abenza umsebenzi ofana nowangangikwenza.
I think I've concluded my cross-examination. I've concluded my cross-examination.
Okay, thanks. Yes.
Family, I'm back again with Mngomezulu's cross-examination of Colonel Edward Morero, whatever. You know, Mngomezulu was very, 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 very cautious with everything that he was asking this guy, because this guy seems to have some kind of brilliancy of dodging answers. What Mngomezulu did there, he stripped this guy slowly, without noticing that Mngomezulu was taking him for a ride to understand exactly how did Mangena get the gun, get the bullets. So you cannot be a lead team, which is a manager and the head of the department. At the same time, there are things that come inside the laboratory without knowledge of any other person except that person who went to collect, which is Mangena, and bringing it in the laboratory. So it was kind of crazy when we listened to this, because first, what Mngomezulu did, he tried to find out about the test, how this guy did the test. He wanted to know what kind of bullets were they full jacket or whatever they were. But this guy agreed that, okay, when we talk about things that pertain ballistic, I have all the answers for those things. But he ended up having no answers for questions that Mngomezulu was asking. For example, he asked about, because there is a blue box of bullets that were collected in Cleveland with the gun that was in an open seal forensic bag. He took those things today. But Mangena, which is Mangena, but Edward doesn't know, Colonel Edward, which is Serrero, doesn't know what kind of bullets were there. And worst part of it, when you listen to him, then he is being asked by Mngomezulu to easily tell the court what kind of bullets did he test, because he was given to double check the work of Mangena after he has tested the bullets and everything, to see if whatever findings that he came, so he can verify that, okay, we are getting into the same we're getting to the same results. But what is worse with everything is when Mngomezulu ask this guy, who is an expert professional, because in each and everything that you do, you take notes. You test this bullet, you have a little bit, or maybe your diary, or you have a little bit of paper next to you, whereby you write, okay, this is a full jacket, I'm testing a full CMJ, okay, this is what I'm getting. Before you go to your report, where you will make a full report about everything. You have taken everything slowly as you are going through the microscope, checking the bullet. So whatever bullets he decided to choose, and he came to a conclusion that those bullets, that was positive. But when I'm being asked what kind of other bullets and the bullets you were testing, was it a full jacket or not a full jacket, that he doesn't know. He was not taking notes. I will end up having 1,000 of a report if I report it. It doesn't work like that. Even when you are in a class, a teacher is teaching, you cannot just sit and fold your arms, look at the teacher. You always take notes on whatever you are being taught, so that you can boost your memory when you go to your notes. That's why each and every police has a diary. Wherever they go to a scene of crime, whatever happened, if they arrest somebody, whatever belongings of that person they found, before they even go, how they arrested that person, what really happened, was there any fight, they lodge everything down so that it can help boost their memory. So when they go to the OB and write some of the things that they have to do when they get into police station, they can write and remember. Or whenever they are called, they go for a case, they have their diary that will boost their memory that in such and such a day, at what time we reach a scene of crime. This is what we found. Because they don't have the docket, they will go and make statements after. But with their findings, they put all the findings in their diary. That's why each and every policeman has a diary. But in this case of Senzo Meyiwa, everybody is denying having anything that he wrote in a diary. There's a lot of them that have come there, and some they said they have diary at the end when they say when you need to bring the diary, and the diary was never found. Because the diary, we keep them for such a long time. Then after that, but you still have a certain case that has to boost your memory. How can you allow that diary to be destroyed when you have a certain case where you recorded some of the things? So this is the same thing. There's a expect, because it's not that he doesn't remember. It's just that he doesn't want to contradict Mangena because there's a cover-up. Everybody's covering the next person. But what surprised him is when Mngomezulu was closing up his cross-examination, he mentioned names that already the state said Mangena took the same bullets for verification to other people. And those people, he named them. When he named them, this guy was like, oh my God. And with the brilliance of Mngomezulu, immediately this guy was shocked about that. Then he just stopped the cross-examination because he didn't want to go on with this guy because he understood that he's trying to be smart. But Mngomezulu became more smarter than him to prove that he's a strong lawyer. Let me say it like that. That's a strong lawyer advocate, Mngomezulu. Because he keep his temper down. No matter how much you want to distract him, Mngomezulu will always keep everything down. He doesn't fight, he doesn't do anything. He just keep it down to make sure that I will ask everything of what I want to know. And everything that he was asking, when he get a positive answer, he will lodge it down. That is how somebody who is doing a certain job has to take notes and put everything down. So for him to remember that in such and such a day, I asked you such a question, this was your response. This is what I asked, this was, but the expert that has came to a conclusion that the bullets were conclusive to the one of the scene of crime. So now it means now there must be people going to jail. But when you listen to his answers, when he's being cross-examined by Mngomezulu, you can see. But I heard Ramsey Pili praising this guy. It's okay. I think it's how he demonstrated everything to Ramsey Pili. He felt like this guy has a good career, but he's ruining his career because now he wants to cover other people, not sticking to his lane to understand that this qualification that I have, I fought them on my own, and it's my mind, my brain. I want to be the perfect person who's honest in my job. I will do my best to my job. But he didn't want to do that. He wants to cover something. That's why he was limping most of the times when Mngomezulu was trying to ask certain questions, because he feel like he has to hide something. Family, what do you think about this Edward answering such question but limping in every answering of his question? There was nothing that he was answering straight, because every time he felt like, if I answer this way, Mngomezulu will take me. Okay, Mngomezulu then took him on the ballistic side. But even on the ballistic side, he was still limping. Because when Mngomezulu asked him about, is it possible that somebody can sell a gun, or I can sell somebody a gun from the street and everything, he said that is not part of ballistic. Then Mngomezulu turned to the ballistic side, but he's still limping, to show that he's doing a very big damage to his career, because you cannot go in front of the microscope. You test something, whatever finding that you find, you don't even lodge in a small paper next to you, even if it's not your pocket diary, but you make sure, okay, this was my finding, this is what I see, these are the matches, how many striations I have found here, those kind of things. Then you go to the next bullet. You cannot take a number of bullets, but you don't write down in this bullet how are you going to go down then when you make your report to know that this is the bullet that I tested and this match, this is what happened to this one. And you can't. Family, what do you think about this? Let us drop our comment respectfully. Let's not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bravo, 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 bravo.